this is a little bit of a serious chat today, okay? And the chat is about you guys staying super safe, okay? So, on this trip, we are meeting loads of, so many friendly people, aren't we? People that are looking out for us and making sure that we're all happy, and they're being really hospitable, and that's brilliant. But when we're in places like this, which is an RV park, there are lots of people here that we don't know. It's a community kind of, but there are also lots of people we don't know. And sometimes people aren't as kind as they seem, okay? And so it's really important that we all look after each other really well. So particularly when you three are on your own, which you were in the playground a minute ago, and Mummy and Daddy aren't with you, if someone that you don't know comes up to you and says, "Oh girls, come with me, I've got something to show you over here, it's really fun," do you think you should go? Or do you think you should sort of say, "Oh, I'm not sure about that, I think I better check with my parents"?
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I'm going to check with my parents.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So what we don't do
my
is...
baby.
Yeah,
because it might be not fun, and they might just take us.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, we don't know those people. So they might, and they probably are really kind and are just being really nice. But we don't know that, okay?
And it's not worth finding out, okay? It's not worth risking it, all right? So if you're not sure, or someone says something like that, you must always just check with us, run to us, we're just there, okay? Or wherever we are. And most people, like Daddy said, have just been so super kind, but there are a few dirty, nasty, horrible people out there, okay, that are just horrible, and we just have to protect you from those, okay? So you just need to, I know, because Indy, you are so friendly, aren't you? And you make friends so easily, and you just make friends with old people, young people, middle-aged people, don't you? But sometimes you can't just wander off and go and see them, because they might go, "Oh, I'm just going to pick this little girl up, I want to keep her, and I'm going to put her in the boot of my car and take her away, and I'll never, ever, 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 ever be able to find you." And that would be really, really sad, wouldn't it? Yeah?
You don't do anything like that.
So what happens if someone does pick you up and tries to take you away?
You scream and bite, and you scream and you shout, he's not your parent, or
Yeah, that's the main thing. Because...
And pinch!
Yeah, you're good at pinching. Maybe you should pinch. But listen, the main thing that you should try and shout is, they're not my parents, okay? Because sometimes you look at a child and say they've been naughty in the playground or something, and they're screaming and shouting, and let's pretend that Indy's been naughty, she's screaming and shouting, Daddy just picks her up and walks away. It might look like she's screaming and shouting and that Daddy's not her daddy, but it is her daddy and she's just being naughty. But sometimes that looks really similar to a stranger picking up a child and they're screaming and shouting. If you just started going, "Ah!" and biting and pinching and whatever, it just looks like you're a really naughty child. So the most important thing is to say, "This man isn't my daddy, this woman isn't my mummy, help, help," okay? Because
Help is the really important word, help.
Because
just
then other
shout,
people
help.
And the other thing you should really try and do, okay, so say for example, is there anyone around here right now? Yeah, there's a man there, okay. Say for example you were in the park there, okay, and someone came to pick you up and he grabbed you, okay. What you should try and do is say, "Oi, man with the grey jumper," okay, so that you've picked out someone that you can see, and then you say help, okay. Because if you just shout help, help, everybody thinks, oh, it's a child playing a game, okay. But if you find woman in the red hat, they go, "Oh, that's me. Oh goodness, this child really needs help." So if you actually try and identify something, or lady over there, even if you just manage, "Lady over there, please help," you're going to manage it. If they're mean, that's a really, really good question, Kiki. The chances are there won't be two really, really mean, horrible people together.
That won't happen.
Okay, that just wouldn't happen. And remember what I also said, and I know this is sad, but if you manage to run away, try and run away to a female, okay?
What's a female?
A woman. A female, because the stats are out there that there are far less women that do horrible things to children than men, okay? So the best thing is to go, "Excuse me, I can't find my mummy and dad." If you're lost in a supermarket, for example, and you can't find us, all right, you just say, so try and go to a nice looking lady, maybe ideally a lady with children herself, and you say, "Sorry, I can't find my mummy," okay? Or you go to someone who works there, you know, with the uniform on. I can't find my mummy, I can't find my daddy, okay? And that's why, you know, when we're in the shops and I say, I don't mind you going off and having a look at the toys while I'm looking at the vegetables, whatever. But if I say, Kiki, you don't need to come to me straight away. I just need to hear you. Okay, so I know that you're still there. You go, yes, mummy. Yeah, and I know you're there. All right, you don't, Lindy, you know that now, don't you? Because you went through that thing of hiding in clothes rails, didn't you? Remember? And I just couldn't find you anywhere ever.
So listen, girls, the really important thing.
There was 2 boys that were naughty.
There were in Home Alone, definitely. Yeah, that's a good example, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
But listen, girls, the important thing about
you.
this chat, is it's not to scare you, okay? Because most people in the world, like 99% of people in the world, are really good people.
Really.
Like probably 5 people are only.
That's
yeah,
it.
like those sorts
Yeah.
of things.
Or 1.
Or one, yeah.
And
so most people
Okay,
are
well,
really, really good, kind people, and you should always be nice to people, polite to people. But we just also need to know that if something doesn't feel right, if someone seems like they're pretending to be nice, but maybe they're not.
because that's the other thing
we
you need to
be
know
careful.
is some people pretend to be nice. So they might come over and, would you like some of these sweets? And then they do that so that you go with them and then they can
And
take
then
you
they
away.
go, no, you're not allowed.
No, not really that. They probably will give you the sweets so that you trust them, okay? And just always look for us and we'll say yes or no. And you know what? Look at how many people have been so kind to us in our travels. So many people say, oh, do you want to come to our house? Or, oh, you can come and stay in our house rather than the camper van. Or, oh, let me cook you dinner. Or, you can have, we'll cook you lunch. Like Suleika the other day. Yeah.
Finally, okay, what I'm really happy about with you 3 is when you're all together.
Yeah,
the
because
thing
then
I worry about.
Taba can be looking after us.
Yeah, Taba's brilliant, but you're all brilliant together. You all look after each other so well. The times that I worry slightly are when you're on your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes when
it's
there's a
harder
noise
to...
in the playground, I go, and then Indy just says, don't be worried, it's okay.
And you say that to Kiki, do you?
Yeah, because I look after her because I just want to stay here, and I'm not scared if I'm on my own, but I'm scared if I fall into a canyon.
But listen, girls, when you're all together, it's harder to steal a child when there's 3 of them. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
definitely.
Yeah.
No one could steal all 3 of you, could they?
Yeah,
Not
so
one
that's why
person
I
at the same
prefer it
time.
when
I
you're
mean, even when Daddy's the monster chasing you around the playground, it's very difficult for me to get all of you at the same time, isn't it?
Yeah, and when we're in our old house, you could carry like 1 on your back, 1 on your shoulders, and 1 in your
Yeah,
front.
but then if he was an unkind person, you would rather fall off his shoulders and maybe hurt your arm. That's not my fault.
No, you wouldn't rather that.
Yeah, you would, and get back to your mummy and daddy, then be
Right,
taken
good
away.
chats, girls. Hands in the middle.
I'm in.
I love you all.
I'm in.
What should we do? What should be our
your
chant?
phone's
Should we just
ringing.
go 1, 2, 3?
Safety.
That's a good one. 1, 2, 3.
No,
Right, we're
we
missing a
go
phone call.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Safety!
Go and get the phone.
Okay.